Okay, here is an example of an indefinite integral that does involve the exponential function. All right, so just getting, I wasn't ready. Here we go. Now I'm ready. So this is a integral. Notice that it might seem tricky at first, but notice that there is one term on the bottom. So you might be used to trying to figure out what u should be, but in this case, just use your old tricks. Here we can split this up. You could also multiply the top by e to the negative 4x if you want to and distribute that. I always prefer splitting it up. So you're going to look at it more like this. The thing this is going to do, as you can probably see, you'll be able to combine those exponents because they all have the same base. So we will get by, and you should do this without u substitution whatsoever. So the first fraction, since they have the same base of e, you subtract exponents. So 2x minus 4x is a negative 2x. That's one term in itself, and you don't have to show this, but I'm going to show that I am going to integrate all separately. The next term, e to the 4x over e to the 4x is 1. And finally, the last term, 1 over e to the 4x would be e to the negative 4x. And now you just have three separate integrals, and they're pretty easy integrals. For the first integral, you would let u be 2x. And we're going to do the same thing with the last integral, except we're going to make it negative 4x. So we're not even going to show the work because you're going to see what happens. If you make u e to the negative 2x, du is a negative 2 dx. So you're just going to have the integral of negative 1/2, or negative 1/2 times the integral of e to the u, which is going to be e to the u. So u is negative 2x. So the whole solution to this integral would be negative 1/2 e to the negative 2x. So that's with the u substitution that I'm not showing directly. But I can see here that it's just going to be negative 1/2 e to the u, so e to the negative 2x. The next integral, the integral of 1 dx, well, the integral of 1 is just 1x. And finally, the last integral, we're going to do it just like the first one, except the only difference is we're going to have a factor of negative 1/4 e to the negative 4x, so it'll be minus a negative 1/4 e to the negative 4x, and then we're done. Add the plus c. You can bring these exponential functions down to the bottom and make them positive. Let's see what Wolfram Alpha said. They factor out 1/4, which we used to doing, but other than that, that looks correct. So that was hopefully that's a relatively easy one. You just have to remember to split up a fraction when you have one term in the bottom. That's a nice strategy to use.